Continuing our coverage of Europe's gaming industry this morning, MX Digital is launching a new series of games next week starring the actor David Hasselhoff.
The company's director of business development, Ike McFadden, and the star of the game himself have now joined us to discuss this new venture. I have to say, you've got a fairly eclectic mix of businesses that you've been involved with.
Eclectic is a good word, yeah.
Why this one?
You know, it's just a lot of fun. Scratch cards are a big deal over here, and as well as in America, especially with my dad. And they came to me and they said, you know, it reaches a lot of ladies. And I said, well, that's good.
I'm seeing the motivation.
Yeah, that's good. And, you know, Baywatch was ladies, and Kit wasn't a lady, but sometimes act like a lady. A bit gay.
The brains, right?
Yeah, the brains. But, you know, it's just an opportunity to go out there and have fun. It's, you know, I didn't invent the Hoff. The Hoff just kind of took over my life. The Hoff's keeping Hasselhoff out of work, so I got to go with Hoff. But now we have a game called the Hoff. I mean, there's a lot of Hoff stuff out there, but not a game.
So did you approach David? How did this? I mean, you think, right? I want to have a big impact. I want it to sell, and I want to get a celebrity to endorse it. Why did you choose?
Really, because we were doing some research about who is best known in Europe in this sector, especially this audience area, and there was no one else other than David who was as nearly well known. So it was just a perfect fit.
Just kind of, what is the extension? This is kind of is this the beginning? Is this just a sort of one-hit wonder? Is this going to be something that has got sort of further to go?
Well, we have the first game that launched this week, and we have 4 other versions that are coming out. Really,
Four other versions of the Hoff.
There's a slot, there's a scratch card, there's several versions of the slot. So no, it's the beginning of a long road with this.
Instead of Bet Fred, it'll be Better Hoff.
Right.
And is this something? I mean, when you look at your brand management, do you think about that, or do you say, hey, you know what, that looks like fun, you look like a good guy?
I do. I mean, it really, honest to God, it follows me. I follow the bootleggers. I was doing an autograph session in Leeds, and everybody in line had Baywatch. I've had shirts on that said the man, the myth, the Hoff, you know, or Desperate Hoffwives, or the Hoff Father, or me with 2 puppies, and I mean, it was like wow. So I just started taking pictures of it, and then came out with my own shirt line, "Don't Hassle the Hoff" and stuff. So it's basically
don't hassle the Hoff. We like that.
Yeah, well, it works, you know, and it just kind of follows me. And this came along was a natural progression, you know. So I said, you know, if you can't beat the house, join the house. So
just that's the game right there.
Yeah. When do you look at the financial implications of this? Do you look at brand management sort of implications? How does it, when you're kind of working through what to extend the brand to?
You know what? For me, it's brand management's been something since Knight Rider. You know, I mean, I saw how much money they were making in all the licensing, and the first thing I had was a Knight Rider jacket, and I got involved at the toy fair and I have my own jacket, and I really love marketing. You know, in fact, I market myself. You know, it's just I'm an actor, and but it's
you never get bored of that, David? You were here, and actually, it's amazing to see all the buzz around you. It must be exhausting. You go into a restaurant and people, you know, cry your name.
Well, I think if I just stood around in the corner and took pictures, I probably would make more money. I feel like Santa Claus. You know, what do you want for Christmas? You know, I think I would get bored if it didn't happen. I'm so used to it. I'm literally actually humbled by it because I'm still going. You know, I mean, I'm 60 years old and I have this whole new career in the gaming industry. But I'm also on my way to do an evening with David Hasselhoff, which is quite successful over here in Edinburgh. I'm taking it down to Australia. I just met with some big producers in the West End. We're working on Hoff the Musical.
Hoff the Musical? Yeah. I love
Breaking news, fantastic.
Yeah, and so it just continues the brand, but it's just a lot of fun. You know, it's a day and age when people want to win, they want to have fun, they want to be entertained, and that's what it's about. You can come, it's interactive, you know, it's like, come on, baby, spin with me. This is real, not TV. Get off. Yeah, you know, and there's like, so when you play, you're not just like scratching off and going, well, we lost. You have an interaction with a celebrity, and that's what my show is about. My show is about getting to know you, you know, and say, what am I like? What are you like? I love meeting these people. These are great. I mean, it's like they come out, hello, and then also, well, who are you? And that's kind of what the show is about, and that's kind of what this is. The beginning of the gaming thing is kind of interaction with people, but you can also win some money.
Which is not bad, eh?
It's not bad.
It's not bad. We'll take it.
mentioning Australia, mentioning his trips around. Can you extend this thing? Chris Christie overnight's talking about online gambling in New Jersey.
That's really interesting. It'll be very interesting to see what happens in the U.S., but it's already, I believe it's already regulated in, 20 or 30 countries already.
Right.
So it's still at the beginning of the growth, but there's, I think since 2002, it's been something like 900% growth in this sector. So we really don't even know where it's going to go, but we know it's going up.
Definitely going to hit the Indian casinos in America, I'm sure.
Yeah.
David, we're talking about, a guy was asking actually when you had the most fun. Was it Baywatch, Knight Rider, and actually...
Or is it this?
Well, you know what? Yeah, right now, the Pulse is the top. You know, Knight Rider was a dream. I mean, come on. When I got Knight Rider, it was like, you know, they said, okay, now you get in the car, you go around the corner as fast as you want. There'll be a bunch of stunt drivers, and you turn the car around, you get out, and you say, hold it, or I'll shoot. And I said, oh my gosh, it was like every kid's dream, you know. And then it was canceled, and it was like you know, kind of a rude awakening into not being able to work, because, you know, once a show like that's successful, everybody wants a David Hasselhoff type, but not David Hasselhoff. But then Baywatch came along, and, you know, it was basically Knight Rider in the water. The water was cold, a lot rougher, but the scenery was very nice, you know. So, and it lasted 11 years, and it got me really into thinking about marketing, because the show was canceled. Yeah. So 4 of us were able to buy the show. We bought the show for $1. Yeah. And then ITV invested in it, and we lasted 11 years.
Are you more of a businessman than an actor? Is that how you see yourself? You're making deals, you're making money, you're, you know...
You know, I really love
the Hoff.
I love the business side of it, because I kind of look back and just go, yeah, hi, how are you, and play. Sometimes I play David Hasselhoff, sometimes I play the Hoff. I love playing the business card, you know, and being behind the scenes, because it really is exciting, especially this online stuff, because it really hasn't hit the States. And I mean, I started in Europe singing in Germany, and I had one hit wonder, and that's kind of like a few years later has parlayed into this nice thing.
Well, ITV's new big hit is Downton Abbey, so maybe we can...
There you go. 2 pieces of breaking news. Guys, thank you so much. It was great having you on.
Yeah, cheers. Yep.